Thursday. Today, I am just gonna continue to look ratchet. That is what I'm going to look like all day today, this right here. Unless by chance I have to go somewhere and do something, then I'll have to get myself together. But as of right now, this is what I'm gonna be looking like all day. Shorts, shirt, face, bad hair. This is it. Today's Thursday. I have a lot of things on my plate today. I have a lot of things I have to get done today. I finally made up my bed. Well, not finally, but I mean, I skipped yesterday, but I made it up today. So, made up my bed. I have clothes, though, that I have to fold and put on my bed. I made breakfast. I had an egg, part of my new routine that I'm gonna talk to you guys about in a different video. It'll be posted, I don't know when, but it'll hopefully be posted before Monday, or it'll be posted on Monday. I don't know yet. It can't be posted before Monday because I didn't do anything yet. Today's Thursday. So anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to start a new routine. Not that I like didn't forget about it, but I like was being lazy about it. And I don't want to get into it right now, but I have a 5K coming up in November. Okay, so that probably says a lot right there. All right, now that's done and over with because I want that to be a whole separate video. I want that to be a whole separate thing from this. Okay, so today's Thursday. Today is packing day, rest of the cleaning day, laundry day, putting things away, getting clothes together, and putting in our suitcase because we are leaving tomorrow for the weekend. I'm super, super excited about that. So I do not have a lot of time today to sit around and do nothing. Right now, I'm uploading a video. So I'm gonna, like, in between like packing and in between cleaning and in between doing all the things that I have to do, I'm gonna be editing a video, getting that stuff taken care of and together, and yeah, we're gonna be leaving tomorrow, so I'm excited. So if you guys, you know, stick around with me, this will go up tomorrow. You guys will see this, so by the time you guys see this, we will be on the road to Kentucky. So yeah, so I will see you guys in Kentucky, and oh, enjoy the other clip of this video, because this is just Thursday. I have a clip that I'm gonna put in here that was continued from Wednesday's video. So, no, yes, Wednesday, today's Thursday. So a clip from Wednesday's video, so you guys will see the other half of that. I'm just talking about my story, my parental alienation and stuff for my kids. But I just wanted to go ahead and stop by and just let you guys know what today is holding for me. And I am not vlogging at all today. But this is it. This is all you're gonna see. And then I will see you guys in Kentucky. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I will see you guys mañana, or the weekend, whatever that word is in Spanish, because I have no idea. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye! Hair is wet. I took a quick shower because I had to come out and run some errands, which I didn't think that I had to do. But then Brian called and said that CVS called and I needed to pick up a script for him. I needed to drop some clothing and some stuff off at the Goodwill or the fish place, wherever people can go and pick up clothing that they need. I have to put gas in the car and I have to wash the car. So I am out and about doing a few things that I kind of forgot that I had to do today, but didn't want to do today. I just didn't want to leave the house today. That was my thing. And so so I left the house, but I did not like do my hair. I'm gonna let it air dry. I'm gonna see what it looks like air dried. It always just looks so bad, but anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And then as soon as I get back home, I'm going to have some lunch, and then I'm going to finish packing, because I started packing earlier today, just getting a few things out, like my jammies. I need to get the rest of the stuff out, so that's the plan for today. We're leaving for Kentucky tomorrow, so I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. So instead of me washing my own car, I'm actually gonna get it washed. So I am at the car wash right now, and I'm probably gonna use their vacuum too, just to vacuum out my car. I don't know, I like to have a clean car when I'm traveling. I don't know about you guys, but that's just us. So hang around, we're gonna go through the car wash. They've got lots of fancy blinking lights and stuff over here. It's quite the fancy little car wash. This is the first time I've been through this car wash. I always go through the one by Starbucks, but I'm going through this one today. was so nice. Those vacuum cleaners are like so awesome. They like suck up everything. I was actually gonna set up the camera so you guys can watch me do that, but completely forgot about it. Next time I'll have to do that. Okay, so now what do I do? That was the 3 things I had to do. I went and picked up Brian's script. I got my car washed, vacuumed it out. It looks so nice. Basically all I have to do now is just kind of go home and just wipe it all down on the inside. It's just a little dusty, not too bad, but I just love having a clean car. I hate running around with a dirty vehicle. Oh, you know, I actually need to go to Office Max really quick, so I guess that's what I'm gonna go do. I hate going in because I look a ratchet with my hair like this, but I gotta go to Office Max, so that's where I'm headed now. Office Max, gotta do it. Okie dokie, so I am back home. I had some lunch and now I am finishing up some laundry. I've already folded up that stuff right there. I'm gonna fold it or put it away, and then I have other stuff that I have to fold up, which is right there. You guys can see my hair dried. It just didn't dry. I mean, it dried. It gives it some like body or whatever, but anyway, that's what it looks like when it's dry and I don't curl it. So yeah, I've been vacuuming and dusting as well, because again, I don't know what it is. I just like to have a clean house when I leave. Clean car, clean house, you name it. I like to have that stuff done. So I'm gonna pull out my dusting stuff here in just a few minutes. I dusted this room the other day, but it's like so dusty again. It's like so annoying. But anyway, put the dishes in the dishwasher. Kitchen's pretty much cleaned up. I just swept in here, so now I have to vacuum up what I just swept. And then yeah, everything's coming along. I did a Yankee Candle haul. When is that gonna go up? I'm not really sure. Can't remember, Sunday maybe? But anyway, I put my little fall melters inside here already, and oh my god, you guys, I put a melter in mine in my bedroom, and I put a melter right here in this one. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. And oh my god, my house smells like fall. It's like, oh my god, I'm so tempted to get all my Halloween stuff out, but I'm not going to yet because it's too early. Yes, I can't do it yet, but I want to. I definitely know that, like, see, when we leave for Florida, because we leave for Florida in September, I know that I'll have it all up by the time we leave for Florida, because Brian's mom and dad will be back. They're coming back with us, and so I want all that stuff to be up and out before they come, because they're gonna be here for a whole week, and I won't have time while they're here to do it, so. But anyway, so yeah. So I'm basically just cleaning and packing and getting all of our stuff together for the weekend trip. Washing clothes. I ironed 3 pairs of my shorts that I'm gonna bring with me this weekend, I think. My white ones, my little green, army green ones, and my blue ones. And I gotta put my ironing board away. Anyway, here is the start of the stuff that we are gonna be bringing. Brian's suitcase, my overnight toiletries, and all the goodies that I always have to have. I have my computer bag just in case the internet is good and I'm able to upload videos or whatever. Uploading only. I will not be editing or anything while I'm there, because I want to spend time with family. So I will not be doing any of that while I'm there. So yeah, not gonna happen. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with my busy self. And yeah, I will find what I do with my dusting stuff. Oh, and I will chit chat with you guys a little bit later. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end this right here. I'm gonna add it to the one from yesterday. So yeah, so I will see you guys. Bye. So that was Brian, and he's on his way home. But I hope I didn't like bore you with some more of my story. But I mean, my story seriously is like one for the record books. My story goes like on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Like it never ever ends. And it's still like never ever ends. It's still like, it's still a continuous story that won't end. It's just a nightmare. It's a nightmare that I've had to live since 2008. and I still live the nightmare today. And because I still live that nightmare today, because I still don't have contact with my 2 other kids, my twins, Austin and Dalton, which sucks. I just want like normalcy. I just want like a normal family. I want like a normal kid to come home for the holidays, and I want normal Christmas gifts and just normal things like, hey mom, I'm coming home this weekend, is it okay? Which I get that from Brandon. I get that. I got that from Cody a couple times, but I get that from Brandon more than I get that from Cody. Because Brandon and I are okay. The grandparents still give him a hard time. Like at Christmas time this past year, he went home for Christmas and his uncle sat him down. They went out to dinner or whatever and had a beer, and his uncle sat him down and he said, so I know that you have contact with your mom. And Brandon's like, yeah, so? And his uncle was like, well, you know that that disappoints grandma and grandpa that you do, and it hurts their feelings and stuff like that for everything that they've done for you. And Brandon's like, but why do they care? Who cares? So, and I always say that, why, you know, ask them, turn it around on them and say, why do you care? What is the big deal? But Brandon has done that, but Cody has not yet. Cody, I still think he's either afraid of them or I can't answer it because I don't know. I don't know. What do they have, you know, on him that, not that they have something on him, but they have like something, like they're promising something, like they're holding that carrot and he's chasing after it. Like if he doesn't come chasing after that carrot, then they're gonna cut him off, no more carrot. So it's like, because they don't have any contact with their son, which is their dad, which I think I said that in my, when I was telling you guys a couple weeks ago about that. But yeah, they don't have any contact with their own son. Because they just, a bunch of issues and stuff like that, and they don't like his wife, which they didn't like me either, go figure, but they don't like his wife. And I'm thinking, you know, it's funny because when we first separated and we first got divorced, and then she came into the picture, the stepmom, like his mom, well, from what I understand, like completely adored her. She was like just like her. She was nursing. She was into nursing, and she was going to nursing school, and she was just like them, fit in perfectly. So they were like, you know, 2 peas in a pod. And then which was right up their alley. So I think that like they worked together to sabotage me, and it worked because obviously it worked. They sabotaged me. They won. They got what they wanted. But now the tables have kind of turned, and now his mom has nothing to do with her or him. Like they've completely cut them off. And from what I understand, that they even cut him out of the will, which is crazy. Who does that? Like seriously, what kind of people do that to their children? I mean, I've never been able to understand that family ever since I was with them. And when did I first meet them? When did we first meet? Like 91? They were just a backwards, how do you say that? Backwards? No, ass backwards. That's it. Like family. The father was very, just disrespectful and rude and demeaning to his wife. Like if he said jump, she said how high. Get me a beer, woman. Dinner better be on the table at such and such a time. And he would go like months without even talking to his children if they did something wrong, or if he was just himself in a bad mood. I remember when we brought Cody home from the hospital. Again, I'm just telling you guys all kinds of stuff here. When we brought Cody home from the hospital, that was the first place that we went, because that's where we were staying, because his dad was in the Marine Corps. Cody's dad, their dad. He was in the Marine Corps, and he was actually home on leave at the time, and that's where he was staying, and that's where I was gonna stay because he was there. Well, we brought Cody home from the hospital, and his, you know, mom was like, oh, you know, Cody, blah, 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 you're so excited. And I was so like protective over him. And so she was holding him, and I asked his dad, which is the grandpa, if he wanted to hold Cody, and he said, nope, as far as I'm concerned, he is not one of us. He is a Metcalf, and I don't want to have anything to do with him. And that's exactly what he told me the day I brought Cody home from the hospital after Cody was born. So I'm like, alrighty then. So I knew right then and there that I was not gonna stay in that house, because I planned on staying there while Tim left and went back to boot camp or something like that. I was gonna stay there, but I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't staying in this house. I packed up my stuff and I flew my little tail to Florida. Cody was 10 days old and I flew him to Florida. We moved to Fort Lauderdale, and that's where we stayed for almost 2.5 years. We lived with my mom and dad. And then their dad, his dad, Cody's dad, was sent overseas. That's why we ended up staying with my mom and dad for 2.5 years. And then in '94, we moved to North Carolina. And that's where he was stationed at, was Jacksonville, North Carolina. And then that's when Brandon was born in '95. And then in '96, we moved back to Illinois, and that didn't work out too well. And then in '95, we moved from Illinois to Tennessee, because then my parents were now in Tennessee at the time. And so we moved to Tennessee, and then in '90, I got pregnant with the twins in '97, and we were in Tennessee at the time, and oh god. And then we moved back to Illinois in '97, and I ended up having the twins in Illinois as well. And we were there for a little while, and then in 2000 is when all hell broke loose and we split up. So, and then it was just a spiral after that. But my whole entire story, actually, I had a website, or have a website. If you guys actually ever want to go read my entire story from like day one, from like when I met their father, high school, all that good stuff, when I found out I was pregnant, you can find my website on it's Forever Their Mom Angie at blogspot.com, or .blogspot.com, or at blogspot.com, one of the two. So if you guys, you can find it or whatever. You guys can read my entire story, like entire story. I have not added to it though since probably 2009. So I haven't added anything to it. I kind of got burned out. From 2008 to 2010, I kind of like didn't talk about it with anybody. It was just something that I kept in the back of my mind. Brian and I just kind of shut it all out. He would be the only person, he and my mother-in-law, which is his mother, are the only two people that I would actually confide things in and talk to them about this thing. But for 2 years, from 2008 to 2010, I completely like shut down. I just didn't want to talk about it, didn't want to think about it, didn't want to deal with it. And then in 2010, I said to myself, you know what, this is ridiculous. Something has got to happen here. It's been, it was 2 years at that time that I had seen my kids or talked to my kids. I was getting bombarded with those stupid orders of protection and violations and all kinds of stuff. And I'm thinking, there is something wrong here. Something just does not make sense. This does not happen to like normal people. I mean, this shouldn't happen to any person, but for me, I mean, I was just like, oh my God, why did this happen to me? So I started doing some research, and I started looking, and I started using the computer, and I started I started researching and trying to reach out to people and find out what I can do. And I came across a book called The Look of Love, and it was written by Jill Geezy, and she wrote about parental alienation. And then as soon as I saw parental alienation, and I saw the signs, the symptoms of parental alienation and what goes into parental alienation, I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what happened to me. All of the things, like all of the bullet points were like spot on. Ignoring phone calls, saying the kids can't get phone calls, returning letters, interfering with visitation, not letting the kids make phone calls to you, rushing their visitation with you, promising the kids exciting things when they get back from visitation with you, just all kinds of sorts of things. So yeah, I was like, holy crap. Wow, there's a name to what happened to me. There's a name. And then once I started reaching out a little bit more about all that, I come to find out that I wasn't the only person out there that had to deal with parental alienation, that other parents were dealing with this as well, that their kids had been brainwashed and alienated from them as well. Not just moms, but dads too. But it doesn't even trickle. It's not even just moms and a dad. It happens to grandparents. It happens to cousins and aunts and uncles. It's a domino effect, because if it affects me and if it affects the father, then it affects everybody that's in line behind them, the step parents, the cousins, the friends, the other siblings that may be involved. I think, you know, Brian and I didn't have any children of our own, so that wasn't ever an issue for, like, you know, our kids or whatever to have to worry about not ever seeing their brothers again. But it was a domino effect, and it has affected everybody. And every day I feel so horrible that my parents have not had an opportunity to spend with my children in the last 9 years. They have seen Cody. They have seen Brandon. They have talked to them physically. Cody has been to my mom and dad's house. Brandon has been to my mom and dad's house. We've had physical contact with, you know, each other. They've had physical contact with my parents or whatever. Cody has stayed the night there with Mallory. It's been good. Now the twins, not so much. Now my parents did see the twins at their graduation, but that was it. There's no contact. And my mom, God bless her heart, she reaches out to them all the time and tries to text them and say, hey, I'm thinking about you, it's Grammy. If you get a second, just, you know, send me a text, let me know that you're okay. Nothing. They ignore her. They totally ignore her. And that breaks my heart, because they ignore my parents. So my parents are without their grandkids, and it's sad, sad, sad to me, because tomorrow was not promised, and we've missed out on 9 years of stuff. And if I don't stop, I'm gonna start crying before Brian gets home. So I'm gonna end it right there. We're gonna go have dinner, and I will talk with you guys later. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening. If you guys enjoyed this little chit-chatty vlog today, please give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. And don't forget, every adventure begins with the first step. So take the first step towards your adventure. Love you guys. Bye.